So today we are going to perform the seismic analysis on a 23-story high-rise building in the response spectrum method. So as we can see that we have already modeled the building and we have added the dead loads, live loads and seismic loads. We can add a new load from this menu, rename the load, to select the load type and uh, that is either for seismic load, go to auto select the code, that is it can be the IS 1893 something like that. Now we go to seismic load, modify lateral load to see which we are finding the response in both the direction, that is x direction and y direction. The zone factor is that is the building is in Bangalore, so the zone factor has been selected as 0.1. The site type has been selected as 2, that is the type of soil available at the site. The importance factor has been selected as 1 as it is a residential type building. The response reduction factor has been selected as 3. So now we have to go and for response spectrum analysis we have to go and define the response spectrum function. We go to functions, response spectrum, modify already defined, so we go and just modify function. The damping ratio is 0.005 as per for a concrete frame as per IS 1893. Seismic zone factor is 0.1. Soil type is part 2, that is as we have already discussed previously. And then we have to go to load patterns, load cases, sorry. We see we have to add a new, if we want to add it in a new case, we just go to add a new case and a new case will be added, that is this case. So at first we have to add a case name, then for the load case type we have to add either linear static, non-linear static, that is all. We have set the response spectrum as your requirement. Then we have to add two types of load, that is for acceleration in the x direction u1 and acceleration in the y direction. Then we have to select from this functions option our response spectrum function that we have described previously, and then the scale factor, that is Ig divided by 2r. The G here is 9800 as our units are in millimeter per second, by 2r, that is 1 into 9800 by 2 into 3, that is 6, about 1633. So we have left all things as default, everything else as default. We have checked the molar temperature constant at 0.05, that is for concrete. All things are left as default. Okay, now we go to analyze. At first we go to set load cases to run. Other than the model, we select the dead load, live load as not run, do not run, because we are only performing response, that is seismic analysis of the building. So after that, selecting as do not run case, that is run, do not run. Then we go to run now. The building is getting analyzed. As you can see, the building is analyzed and we are getting the deformed shape of the structure. Hovering the cursor on any point on the slabs will give us the deflection in the structure, deflection at that point. And then we can go to display, we can go to force diagrams, frame like this. We can go and apply and see what kind of forces are generated in a structure with movement due to seismic forces. We can also go to shear like this, the shear force developed. Now also we can go to force stress diagram, shell forces, F11, they kept everything as constant, just apply. The various types of forces generated are like this. These colors represent how much the exceeds the designed capacity, as you can see. And then we can also go to storage response plots, go to select maximum story drift, space as response spectrum, and we get the maximum story depth as 0.00428 between story 2 and story 5. As you know, as we know that the maximum storage depth should not exceed 0.004 times the story height, so it is less than that, so our structure is safe. Next we go to design, conquest and view or revise preferences. We have to select the IS 456, then we go to concrete frame design, start design or check. So our design of the structure is done, and as we can see, uh, the various uh, reinforcement values, that is the upper side reinforcement on the beams and the lower side reinforcement. If you right click, we can get the details. We'll go to the details option and we can get all the details available, that is the story element, that is the beam option, and then the design moment and flexural reinforcement, that is uh, as we can see the design moment is bottom moment is 9.2485, and the required rebar has been described here, that is the required flexural reinforcement. Also we get the shear reinforcement values and the torsional reinforcement requirement values. So after this we have to generate the report. We go to reports, and a project report is generated, and we can see all the important function. We can also export to the Word this file. We can also regenerate the report if we want, and if in this we get all the things, that is story data, grid data, point coordinates, that is first we go to story data, that is uh, tower story height is everything in this master, which one is in the master story. And then we go to the column data, the movements generated, the accelerations, the as per the analysis, and everything we can get.